Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Build. Today I'm going to be building a colonial style home in Appaloosa Valley. I was driving home from school today and I noticed a cute little colonial home in my neighborhood, and I was inspired to create a home like this. I'm usually doing a lot of modern builds and I wanted to try something a little bit more traditional. I have to apologize for doing this in real time. My computer is very old, lacking a lot of space. I can't edit this video to make it go faster to turn it into a speed build, and I really want to get some videos up on YouTube, so I'm going to do this in a couple of parts, so bear with me. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. I promise the videos will get better, the quality will get better. I'm just starting out, so I'm not perfectly set up yet, but it'll make it easier to walk you through the thought process. This video is probably less than 20 minutes, so it shouldn't take too much of your time, and breaking it up into parts will allow me to get it onto the website, onto YouTube without too much problems. Yeah, my main issue right now is that I can't like optimize my video to allow it to fast forward, and it's very annoying. Alright, so right now I'm just creating the platform. I find colonial homes are pretty symmetrical. I know a lot of people don't like doing symmetry in the home, but colonials, it seems to work. They always have a lot of windows, and I really like when they have columns in the front and a little porch, so that's what I'm doing right here. So right now I'm just using the build a room tool because there's no point of wasting time making straight walls. It's all very square. Yeah, so I'm working in the night. I just forgot to turn it to daylight, but I'll change that eventually in this video. Here I'm just looking for columns. I had a hard time choosing. I wanted something really traditional, and I found a lot of them were too modern for a colonial style house. So there's a nice round one, and mod column, too modern. So then I chose this weird like bedpost looking one, and then I ended up changing it after because it looked like a bedpost, basically. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time deciding. I really wish this was sped up to about 4 times, because it would have just zipped past my decision process, but you're seeing my thought process, so get to know a little bit more about the way I'm designing. And lots of difficulties trying to place it. I'm like, okay, this is not fitting well. Hilarious. Just pausing. I was kind of occupied at the time. I'm watching the hockey game. Go Habs! They won. It was great. Yep. And daytime. Yay, it's light. Yeah, so I chose Appaloosa Valley because I feel like it looks a lot like North America, which is where I'm from. It constantly has changing leaves, but that's not like here. We do have all 4 seasons, of course, but it does feel like only 2 seasons most of the time, winter and summer. Summer lasts about 3 months, winter lasts about feeling like 9 months. We just get tons and tons of snow all the time. Yeah, so I thought Appaloosa Valley, I don't use it very much. I find it a little bit, I don't know, not as interesting as the other worlds, but for this, I felt it was good. I kind of want to build like a ranch out the back. I find that's pretty typical of colonial style homes. They were meant to be like, you know, an all-in-one house, like a farm or like a stable or something like that. Just very traditional, like early settlers. So that's what I'm gonna do in another video. Hopefully I get the editing to work. So frustrating. Yeah, and trying out more columns again. Really was indecisive about that. but as you can see, like these columns were not that nice. They were kind of blue. I was thinking about the color scheme, but in this video I'm not really touching the color scheme at all. Like what you see now is going to change completely. It's just getting the ideas. And then I finally found the columns I wanted. Very, very nice. They have this wide base tapered to a triangle, and you're just deleting everything. Yeah, and quick question for YouTube. I really wanted to put background music while I was building, but I'm not sure if that violates YouTube policy of copywriting, so I didn't put anything. I really don't want to get busted for copyrighted material in my first video. That would traumatize me and probably cause me to stop, and I don't want to do that. So if anyone knows about copyrighted material or playing music in videos, please let me know. You can post it in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. I really want these videos to look good and get better, and as you can see, I've made some improvements from my first video where I was designing and decorating modern glass beach house. I cut out that weird like arrows that were hanging around on the side. I figured out how to crop my image. I changed the size so that it's more square. Apparently that fits my computer better, being so old. Yeah, so I was able to crop it and make it look a lot nicer. And I worked on the second part for Modern Glass Beach House, and I was ready to get it on YouTube yesterday, and something kept failing. I really don't know why, and also my microphone wasn't working, so that's why I was going to just put music, but that didn't work. So all in all, nothing worked, and I'm studying for midterms for tomorrow, so didn't have time to really figure that out yet. I'll have to wait till probably next week. Here I'm trying to put in a nice little quaint fence, and for some reason, even though I had move objects on, it wouldn't let me go through the columns. So you'll see in a bit that I have to delete everything, move the columns off the platform, put the fence, and then merge the columns, which I don't know why it didn't want to work. We'll figure it out one day. One day. Right now it's a lot of trial and error. Like I've been playing The Sims probably since I was in the 6th grade. I used to go over to my friend's house for lunch, and almost the whole lunch hour I'd be on her computer playing The Sims. I think she kind of got annoyed, but I loved The Sims. Her brother made some of the funniest characters I think I had ever heard when I was a kid. He called one of his characters Turd Ferguson, and I thought that was hilarious, but of course, being in 6th grade, you probably would find that hilarious too. Yeah, and we would kind of torture them back in the day. I actually feel like I don't want to ever torture my Sims. I feel like that reflects badly on me, like I'm, I don't know, sadistic or evil or something. I really don't want to do it. Even though they're not real, I still don't want to be mean to my Sims. I like their lives to be good. I also find it hard to give them negative traits, mostly because like I don't want them to be difficult to deal with when I'm playing with them. I just like to, but I do like to make creative people. Like I like to try and create characters that are different, that aren't just, you know, based on myself or my family or people I know. Whereas my younger brother tends to either make himself, he makes a self-sim a lot, or he will create Johnny Cash. For some reason, he loves Johnny Cash. Went through a phase. He usually does like people who do the athletic skill. I like to change it up, follow different career paths, and I really like I guess I would be really good to have generations, which I don't have, because I really like following a family through and creating mothers, fathers, and having a lot of family relationships and playing with my Sims until they're old. I don't like them lasting forever, living forever. I really like seeing the progression, and I like to create a lot of Sims in one world, so then I move them out to different places and they kind of have free will and they do their own thing once they're moved out, and then I go and check up on them and see what happened. So once I had a family who I moved out the sibling, and that person ended up finding a significant other, and that was really cool. So I like that. I really like playing with the generations. So yeah, I don't even have generations expansion right now. My birthday's coming up in a month and a half, and asked my younger brother to possibly get me some expansions. That would be awesome. I really want an expansion. My most recent is Island Paradise, but I also just downloaded Seasons, which I like. I find it cool. I find it really completes the game. Anyway, yeah, still just fiddling around with these posts. I'm sorry that this video is going to be pretty boring, just basically doing this. I don't really get very far in this part, but I really want to post a video. It's been a week since my last one, and I want to put out a video every week or so, despite being busy, so I'm really trying. Just technology's not working in my favor. My family's computer works pretty well, but the microphone didn't work, and tried to use a headset and it just wasn't working. Anyway, I'm really hoping you guys will like this build. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty different from what I've been doing normally. I'm really looking forward to furnishing this. It's gonna be sweet. Use a lot of paneling and fireplaces and pianos, and just really like a lot of the things that we have that are like our content that we have in the game, that we're so bent on doing modern builds because that's kind of the thing we like now, but I find going back to the traditional is pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. Yep, building the second floor. I love this house because it is just so simple. Like, I've been trying to play with constrained floor elevations a lot, and I like it. I find it gives more character to your houses, but there is something nice about like just building a standard Sims house. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I have some plans for this house. I think there should be a pretty nice staircase. I feel like a colonial home would have a nice staircase, like sweeping staircase made of wood, and have a nice big chandelier, 2-story spanning thing, and yeah, bedrooms, quite a few bedrooms, I guess. We'll see. This house seems pretty big. I think there would be a lot of space for maybe like 3 or 4 bedrooms up top. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going so slow. I was like, yeah, I can stretch this out, but then I realized later I'm trying to put the fence on top, and there wasn't enough support from just the columns that I had placed. So that was weird. If anyone can let me know how to get a railing up top, that would be great. Once again, post them in the comments. I will read them and I will respond. I have nothing better to do, I guess. No, just kidding. I really want to get involved in the Sims community. I think this is really cool. Everyone is kind of getting involved, and I really want to be a part of it. It's this video is going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm kind of just fiddling around with these columns. I really have to get the speed to build up, or else everyone's going to be so bored. I've created a family in this just before in Appaloosa Valley, mostly because I wanted to play with Sims pets, really experience it, because for the most part I got the pets expansion pack and just really wanted to put pets in my family, but I never really played with the pets to the point of getting them skills or anything, because I just found it took so long to get them from puppy or kitten to be able to teach them anything. And then I was kind of bored of doing puppies and kittens because that's always what I played with. So I was like, I want to play with a horse. So I made a family, and this girl, she's basically going to be an equestrian and develop the riding skill and have her horse do jumping, and I really want to see that pan out because I think it'd be really cool to play with a horse. I don't know why, I just felt like it. If anyone wants me to film a let's play of that family, just let me know and I can try and make that happen. I think let's plays are going to work out a bit better for me because of the whole not having to slow down the video to play it. I can just talk and record at the same time, so that would be really cool. I think I might try and do that for the time being. I want to build more. I really like building. It's kind of like you have a couple of hours to kill at night, and you can just pump out a house or decorations and you're done. Yeah, I find when I play The Sims, like, I lose track of time so fast. It's like it's 12 o'clock when I start playing, and by the time I realize it, it's 3 a.m. and you're like, oh shoot, I have school tomorrow. Yeah, not fun. And I always type in constrained floor elevations false instead of just elevation, and I get a warning. Not fun. Yeah, and here I'm just fiddling around. I'm trying to get 2-width staircase, and it wasn't working, so I was like, oh, maybe I need to go down a floor. Nope, still not working. Alright, I think I need to put floor tiles to have something to grip onto. Still not working. And I eventually get it, but then I realize my stairs are not centered. Gotta move them over. Here I am selecting. Yep. And I most likely will have this house available for download on the exchange. Why not? Try and keep it, like, I don't have many expansion packs, so it should be pretty easy for most people to integrate into their Sims without much trouble. I won't put too much custom content. That would just be for myself because I find it looks nicer. But I will include if there is anything I want to put in. If it's from the Sims store, I'll include it because probably most people will have some of those items. But I am using a lot of stuff from the Sims resource. I find that a really cool source for free custom content. Yeah, free is always good. Gotta love that. And I really like the Sims store. My brother, once again, I don't know where he got these Sim points from. Probably when we purchased an expansion from the site. We had like 900 Sim points, so I just went on a spending spree and bought a bunch of decorations, and yep, can't wait to use them. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, just again having trouble with these stairs, and here's where I realized that they're uneven, and once again, like, colonials should be pretty symmetrical, so I find it would look odd if the front entrance was off-centered. Not good. Yeah. Yeah, this video would probably only be like 10 minutes if I got to speed it up, but it's getting close to 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Yep. I kind of laugh. My younger brother's like laughing at me when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm making videos. He goes, you're not Australian. I'm like, I know. Can pretend, maybe. Seems like everyone in Australia plays The Sims. Well, not everyone, but a lot of the people on YouTube are Australian, so everyone has these nice cool accents, and I'm just like, oh, I'm Canadian, yo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have an accent or not. I've been told I sound like I'm from Calgary, but I don't know. I just talk the way I talk, I guess. What's funny too is, like, I'm from Montreal, so there's we have 2 official languages, French and English, and I'm pretty bilingual. I'm more comfortable in English, though. I live in an English neighborhood and stuff like that. So when people at university, they meet me and they're like, oh, are you from here? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, you speak English? I'm like, yeah, I grew up in an English neighborhood, you know. They're like, can you speak French? I'm like, yeah, no problem. It's pretty funny. Messes up with people's minds. Anyway, this video is almost done. I will be signing off. If you like this video, please like or comment. If not, okay. Anyway, you can subscribe to my channel, CrisPlaysSims. Thank you. Bye.